What's good people? Welcome to Whole Views. Thank you for clicking that thumbnail. Today we're going to be talking about Vacation Friends 2. So, I want to jump right into it and tell everybody Vacation Friends 2 is trash. Listen, I talk to myself while I'm watching movies. So as I was watching this one, I'm having the conversation with myself like, yo, this is definitely not what the first one was. I'm one of the few people who watched that first one on Hulu the day it dropped, and I was like, yo, this is pretty good. Me and my wife both watched it. We laughed, we enjoyed it. When they heard about a part 2 coming out, we both thought, I don't know how they're gonna make that work, but I'm willing to watch it again because we had fun with that first one. That one was real silly, it was real funny. We remember it fondly, right? So we turned this one on, and immediately we can both feel that something that was present in the first film is not at all present in the second film. I cannot put my finger on what it is. And it's crazy because, I'm normally pretty descriptive as to saying, oh, the pacing is off, or the jokes didn't land, or the CG was bad, or the writing or directing. You could point to certain things. And most of this stuff in this movie felt consistent with the first. You could tell there were a few kind of CG shots where they weren't necessarily in front of a beach or water. They were on a back lot or somewhere, but everything kind of blended well. The performances from John Cena and Rel and the cast that surrounded them, all that stuff felt fine. Even the situation didn't seem too far-fetched, because that was one of the things that I thought going in, maybe they're going to try to force a situation to have all these people together again, but nah, the situation made decent sense to have Ron, John Cena's character, and his wife present. Steve Buscemi's Reese character, he didn't necessarily make as much sense, and that character and his whole situation kind of felt forced into the story, and then they took it way too far with that stuff. But I wouldn't say that that was necessarily the problem with the movie, because the lack of the it factor was there from the moment the movie opened. It wasn't when Steve Buscemi came in. So it's just weird that the it factor was gone, and it felt very, very absent. It was very, very clear that something was missing from the mix, comparing that first one to the second one. So again, going back to my internal monologue, I'm talking to myself and I'm thinking, compared to the first one, this one is really bad. But let's think about it as a standalone movie. And by the time I got to the end of the movie, it's still really bad. It's just not a good movie. Normally when we break movies down, you can point at things, and I mentioned some of the things that you can point at, but when we're talking about something that's direct to streaming, the simplest rules apply. So is it an action movie? Yes. Okay, well, is the action engaging? Is it fun? Is it leaving you on the edge of your seat? Is it a horror movie? Okay, well, are there jump scares? Do they feel cheap? Or is it genuinely creepy and it left you feeling some type of way after watching? Was it a drama or a thriller? Did the storyline actually have you invested and have you actually caring about the situation that took place, or was it dull? In this case, it's a comedy. So the simple question is, did you laugh? And the simple answer is, nah, not really. Didn't really laugh much at all. It felt as though a lot of the characters, specifically Kayla and Ron, John Cena and his wife, those two characters were written to just do the exact same thing that they did in the first one, which is be lewd, curse, make inappropriate jokes, and just none of it really hit hard. It kind of made you gasp at times, leave your mouth open a few times, but nothing that really made you laugh. Kind of like the first one really made you laugh in a few different instances. Nothing here really made me laugh. There was a chuckle here or there, but by the time we got to the 1 hour mark of this movie, my wife looked over and was like, where are you with this? Because I'm getting tired. And I know that's just her way of saying yo, I'm ready to bail on this thing. And I told her, I got to talk about it, so I'm gonna finish it off, and maybe they can land the bird. But the last 30 minutes did nothing to kind of salvage the movie. If anything, it just took it further over the top, especially with the fact that the movie ends with Marcus getting the job. Harrell gets the job, and it's a happy ending at the end. It's just weird, man. Something about it didn't feel right. And I want to know in the comment section, if you watch Vacation Friends, do you feel like it felt as good as the first one? I think that the first one was generally accepted as, it's a decent little comedy, something cool to watch on Hulu, a straight to streaming movie that feels like a straight to streaming movie, but then at the same time, it accomplished its goal by being funny. Here, It felt like a straight to streaming movie that fell way short of its goal of being funny. And that's what makes it trash. Sorry. That's all I got for this one, y'all. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Enjoy yourself, guard your heart, and go watch something good.